The enjoyment of looking at food and watching cooking is such a critical part of our culture these days. Even if the follow-through of the story is more broadly about the impact behind what's happening, hooking them into that story with a really beautiful food photo tends to work really well for us because people just love to look at delicious food. We are largely known for the James Beard Awards. Certainly a great thing to be known for, the kind of Oscars of the food world. But increasingly, as this organization has evolved in the last 15 years, all of the work we're doing on the impact side and the kind of purpose for good side of the industry has really grown significantly within this organization.
We must be there. We can improve the world one plate of food at a time.
We've really shifted our focus within the media department to allow our images to show our values.
If we really believe in food, we must do something about it.
When you're trying to fundraise, as we always are as a nonprofit, trying to make people understand your mission, your impact, what you're trying to accomplish, and ultimately why they should want to support you, you can do that beautifully through words. But the hook in getting people involved and really getting them engaged oftentimes is through imagery.
The visuals of our programs are like really great case studies for why it's worth investing because you can see the work we're doing.
The life cycle of fundraising really is a circle. And I do think that that follow-up piece, that thank you piece, is a really critical part of being in a relationship with a donor. And oftentimes we do that through imagery. Giving a donor that memory is a really important part of the life cycle. They want to share the photo, but also it's a beautiful opportunity for them to publicly display their connection to the James Beard Foundation, which furthers our mission and our kind of goal of having broader reach and awareness of what we're trying to do across the country. It's a critical investment for us, not just for the donor side, but we work with the broader culinary community, and so much of what they do with us is about steps in their career path. Being able to capture those iconic moments and those really important steps in a chef's career and be able to arm them with those assets that they not only leverage as memories, but they also in many cases leverage as further storytelling to their own brands is really important. The move into an efficient kind of management system has been really critical, given the just vast catalog of assets and content that we have and that we're taking in on an annual basis.
The argument was always that we'll spend less time looking for photos and using more photos. Before we had Libris, it was like, well, what folder is it saved in and what's the photo credit for this and how do I download it? And so now it's all in one place, and so that's really great. This is where everything that should represent the Beard Foundation lives.
There's huge ROI as far as I'm concerned. I mean, in my role as Chief Operating Officer, I'm kind of tasked with making sure the organization is running and running efficiently. We are a nonprofit and we're a small organization. So within that is also, are we spending smartly? We're at 300 plus distinct events a year where we're capturing content, we're working with the chef community, we're touching food lovers. All of this meant to really just make you feel as overwhelmed as we can feel with the expanse of what we're doing. And if there isn't an efficient system behind that to take in all of that content, to store it in an effective way, and to be able to distribute it to the people that we need to get it to seamlessly, the kind of cog in the wheel is present. The investment in that versus the investment in adding X number of headcount to the bottom line is, in my opinion, really, those are the two options that you're weighing because the content is critical. So the content's not going away. How we treat it and how we deal with it and how we manage it is really what's at the forefront. Being able to actually leverage assets, leverage storytelling about the things that we're doing, ultimately it helps us achieve our goal of broader awareness of the James Beard Foundation, which the more awareness we have, the more supporters we can bring in and the more good work we can do.